the lyrics that you write
Yes.
increasingly are very political. Your last album, No Place for My Dream, critically acclaimed, a lot of songs dealing with some of the issues we face in Nigeria, but also some of which are universal, leadership, etc. Why do you feel that you have to write about this sort of issues and sing about this sort of issues?
Probably this has to do again with my growing up. My father, the kind of music I listened to, and my father's music. I mean, we listened to Michael Jackson, Temptations, Donna Summer, Diana Ross, everything. But no music touched me like my father's music. And probably this was going to school. He's singing about no electricity, he's singing about bad roads. We had to witness this going into on our way to school or coming back to school, or no NEPA, no electricity, going home, no water in the tap. So this music meant more to me than all the funk we danced to. So we danced to all the funk, we love the funk, we love Bob Marley or anybody, but my father's music touched me more, I think. Now,
because it resonates with things that are going on that you could identify with.
On a daily basis. No electricity, no water in the tap, no money, no jobs then that he was singing. You saw poverty, and sometimes I just wonder that the naira was 2 to 1 then, $2 to 1 naira, and my father was complaining. And we could understand what he was saying. And when you try to reflect then, education was free. We were paying then, it was 10 naira tuition fee, 250 naira to go to Europe or America. You didn't need a visa to go to England. When I bring myself to today and see all the problems we are facing that he was singing about, and I'm still singing 30, 40 years later, it's really sometimes it's disheartening.
Doesn't that beg the question about whether this is not a waste of time?
No, it can't. My son to ask me this question last week. It can't be a waste of time, because if we allow evil.
But you're a musician.
Yes.
Part of what musicians do is bring joy and entertain people. So is there...
There's a balance in my music. The music is very sweet, very danceable, so you want to hear. But then, you know this pill, Nivaquine, for malaria. You know it's very bitter. And the only way your parents could make you as a child take Nivaquine was giving you Fanta or Coca-Cola. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm giving you Fanta or Coca-Cola and this very bitter pill to swallow, telling you the reality. The reality of what we face today is no jobs, no water, climate change, bad government, corruption, bad education, no healthcare services. Nothing seems to be working. But we do have brains. We know that Africans excel globally. We know we are great doctors. We know we are great engineers. But collectively, the continent is suffering.
How does the music change this?
The music gives you hope. The music gives... Because, okay, like a composer like me, a lot of times I'm disheartened or I'm lost, and the music comforts me. So I'm hoping the music will comfort people that feel what I feel. Hopefully, the politicians will see this pain and change their way. Most times,
I read a quote,
this is what happens.
Yeah, I read a quote by you a while ago, and I don't know if this is accurate, where you're quoted as saying, a president should be like a houseboy.
Yes, I said that. I said that 2 days ago.
What did you mean?
I think we play. The president has too much power, in too much respect from the people of the country. Now let's understand. You want to become president. I want to become president. And now start going house to house. Vote for me. Femi wants to be president. Vote for me. I will provide you with school, give you education, road, electricity, blah, blah, blah. I go, please give me your vote, right? Then the minute I become president, when I cough, oh, Mr. President, sorry, Mr. President. Oh, Mr. President, I say, yes. Could you call me? The president changes. Where are all the promises? The president is nothing but a civil servant. And until we understand this, he's nothing better than a house help. The president or anybody in administrative office is no better. Who are they? They beg to come into power. Then when they now get into the power, we have to now beg them to perform. It doesn't make sense. The mathematics doesn't add up.
What is your take on the current government in Nigeria and Boko Haram and the sort of
current government? You want
politics?
me to be very frank with you? The current government, it's very sad. Whether we like it or not, we cannot be better off than we are right now. 60 years of bad African governments, corrupt African governments, who have provided little or no education, no healthcare services, no electricity. We cannot produce better than we are. The only reason Africa is producing great people are where a family loves his child, has made sure he or she has gone to America or England, had the best education. And if you did have the education in Nigeria, it is your father or mother who sat at home, made sure you got extra tutorship here, gave you love, gave you some things that the ordinary Nigerian who was probably selling pepper or had to go and fetch water before going to school, had no money to buy uniform, change it. You had all the things the poor people didn't have. Now, the poor people that excel, check where they excel. They excel basically in sports. They become great footballers or runners, not in the academic sector. But we should have the greatest universities. We should have the greatest healthcare services. With our oil money and all the income Nigeria has made over the years, we should be the greatest. Nigeria should be stretching its wings out today, helping Chad, Cameroon, other African countries. We should be the big brother of Africa. We should be. But why are we not? We have just had bad leaders, greedy people who have just been stealing the funds of this country. Why are they stealing the funds of this country? Because of our history, because of their bad background, because corruption has always been the game of the play we play. And that is what bad leadership has done, has failed to educate us, to let us understand what good government means and good governance.
I'm going to have to take another quick break, and when we return, we talk about your role as a judge in the Nigerian Idol and the discovery of new talent, and also ask you to assess the current crop of rising musicians.
Okay.
Don't go away.